Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. To the air right away, Mariota. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing is Mariota. Room here to run. Mariota.
Today,
here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing a starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner. Don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his second season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Now Mariota. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Algier. Touchdown, Falcons. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Jameis now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. He goes once again right back to Hardy. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Winston. The quick slant caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Mariota on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Mariota to throw it. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Algier. And he'll take into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them?
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Winston. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Third and short yardage. Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hardy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To the air again with Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. First down, Winston. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tony Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Got London on the slant. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. From the red zone now, Winston. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken in at the 3, and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now Winston. Olave over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And this one taken in by Olave. Now Winston on 4th down. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll drop first at the 25 after a gain of 6. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Callaway from 10 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Now, this has been a one-sided first half to this point, no doubt, but at least signs of life here. They're on the board.
Yeah, and I think if they went to the halftime down big with 0 points on the board, it'd be a struggle to see them come out in the second half and play well. So very important, vital here. And if they make a huge comeback, we'll look back at this moment and point to the start of it.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded right around the 8.
Well, now how about this return?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Mariota.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now it's slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before,
and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football after.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Winston now. That's taken in by Callaway.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway.
And the Saints are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
They go, I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Winston to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mariota on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. First and 10, it's Patterson. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mariota.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And this is going to be another first.
Offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Mariota. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Demario Davis in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston looking middle, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Here's Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Winston. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good,
and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Mariota now to throw on first down.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin 2022 up in the Tar Heel State. Cleveland paying the opening day visit to Carolina. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was Marcus Mariota with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6. And here's Jones again on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Throwing, Winston.
The pass caught by Olave. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He was brought down by Eric Harris. And they're going to speed things up here.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Zigbo.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
To throw, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Tony Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Mariota.
Got his man. It's London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota, throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons! Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Falcons have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Jameis to throw it.
Olave holds it in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw is Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Jameis again.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's got the tight end, Vanette.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
From the 5, 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
right at the 30. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he will. The conversion on 3rd. Mariota on first down. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. First down, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Charles, here's the Saints draft class from 2022, and after some moves, they ended up with just 5 picks, 2 in the first round, though, and they showed what their priority was on the offensive side of the football.
They believe that they are in Super Bowl contention. They're conceding nothing to anyone else in the NFC, and that's why they drafted the way they did. Wide receiver Chris Olave in the 11th brings speed to the position, and offensive tackle Trevor Penning, 19th overall pick out of the University of Northern Iowa. They like him to start at left tackle right away, replacing Teron Armstead. And then on defense, my Tennessee alum, Malante Taylor in the 2nd round at corner, looks like a really nice pick.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Winston now to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, complete. Smith has it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd and 9, Winston firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jones again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Jones is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here we go now with as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Patterson running between the tackles and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. On second, here's Algier. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Over the middle, caught by London. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down, Mariota. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Patterson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing, Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Winston's throw complete there to Smith.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Winston.
This one taken in by Olave.
Now Winston on 4th down. It's caught. Smith.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
A give to Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Fourth down, Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Mariota.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination.
First of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Falcons, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
The players on your team quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations. How well your This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see This player's development trait is hidden. Easily see how. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
Today, from the Caesars Superdome.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Look to throw. Shakes off the sack. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Again, it's Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Brady.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game.
Effort, but it's well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Well, the Bucs and Saints expected to possibly in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yard. Throwing now is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Derek Carr back out for his guys' next possession. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr.
He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Takes it.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's complete to Cook.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Up the gut, Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season,
Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
and they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are once again back in front.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there.
I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
But it's knocked away and incomplete.
We're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Fournette, a 1st down carry. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Gallagher.
He gets it to the 30.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Succop's kick is good.
And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And then later tonight, it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7.
comes right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Carr completes it, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Got his man complete him, and he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Second time in this first. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And a question. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the 29, Carr, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions, but how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Brady. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
To throw is Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Kamara up the middle. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And down to the 36-yard line here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. Running back essentially being a receiver downfield.
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly
John Ross, his and this will be caught as they convert. But with the PAT moving back in 15. Now on. A back-and-forth first half. Nothing separating these two sides. 24. Stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So now then, the big play has him all the and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Carr to throw again. Caught on a slant. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now
shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tom Brady and the Tampa offense getting set to go once again. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here.
Now Brady. He'll check this one off. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up, and you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Seconds remaining in half number one. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Good, and this is now a 1-point game.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 1-point lead, he'd have to...
Job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on first.
Got Chris Godwin. And they'll get this down 1-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando.
Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin in the NFC. Carolina making the trip north to take on the New York Giants. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Sam Darnold has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. Thus far. In our game has been the play of Derek Carr, that's led the way. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway.
Is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half. I believe to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 now.
And blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
In Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brady going to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to be 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. It is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Loss of 8.
And this dominant defensive performance continues.
Just shy of the 15. Carr now on 1st down. Pushes him. At their own 33. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw something with a lot more conviction. As a result, saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He's on a blitz.
And his pass is intercepted.
Have to be careful because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned.
26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jarvis Landry in the New Orleans.
Day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more. To him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara, 40. Picking this one up.
A sensational one-handed grab of the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis.
Drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those unbridled joy after that one.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start. Second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. On 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This is complete to Michael Thomas, and he is going
the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates.
Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. In 2. On 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
He may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Carr now on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. After the sack on first down, Carr. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling. while Carr's throw caught by Olave. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Again, it's Carr. Carr, gotta have this one. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's complete over the middle to Callaway. So give him the yardage.
30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
We're an extra point away from a tie football.
Two-point conversion attempt still to come. Carr will look to throw. That's caught, but he will not get it. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally because some.
Now they still trail by 1.
This offense set to begin their next possession. Now they've seen their lead nearly extinguished. They are still on top with the football.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air.
Now they'll look to erase that deficit.
A foot. Throwing now is Carr.
Olave over the middle.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Now Carr trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He finds Speed things up here. From the 16, Carr. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys, trash talkers, and give us some really funny lines. Absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game.
Bay trots out there now.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter.
Some tight spots all game long. That throw.
Iron.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here's Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Tony Jones with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Throwing now is Brady. And Cook has it, left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up. Jumped.
Open man is Michael Thomas. First and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
On defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field. It done. So now your coordinator, he's going to don't worry about holding people up, just getting gaps.
Game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. into the end zone for a Tampa Bay. Point lead. Now it's Ryan. The marker. Good gain of 9 on Carr going to go on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them to a